Apologies for the slight delay, lads, and welcome to Apex Online Racing here for round number 9 at the Red Bull Ring here at the Austrian Grand Prix. We got 15 minutes 30 seconds of qualifying left. No one set a lap time yet, so you know, we haven't missed anything. Everyone's just on their out laps. But this being one of the shortest circuits, actually it could potentially be the shortest. I'm not sure. It could potentially be the shortest circuit, but only 9 corners around this circuit. It's going to be interesting. A Sloshy plus in a 106.3. Now actually, what tyre was Sloshy on? The ultra soft tyres. Now one stop either way as Dawn Silver smashes that time with a 104.8 or 104.5 from Jacob on provisional pole. I mean, I was just about to say I expect pole position to be down like in the high 104s, maybe the low 105s, but they've already smashed my predictions already. Absolute legends that they are. They've already smashed it. Anyway, as I was saying, tyre strategy, it makes no difference whatsoever. Ultra soft, super soft, it's a one-stop race. We all know this. So it's just about seeing who can pull out what lap time, and who's going to keep it clean, and who's going to be consistent enough to pick it up in the race. Obviously, we were treated to an absolute treat of a race over the past 2 rounds, being Canada and France. Very, changeable conditions in both races. Are we going to get the same here? Is it going to be 3 in a row? Questions that will be answered when we get to the grid. But right now, Jacob on provisional pole, Dawn Silver in second. Hammers, last week's race winner in the McLaren, sitting in third right now, looking pretty decent on those super soft tyres. Obviously, we cannot count out guys like Vallicello. See what time he does. He might just be starting a lap, or nope. As Nas has gone on provisional pole right now with a 104.3. Brilliant lap time from Nas right there. But I was just saying, we can't count out guys like Vallicello, Sloshy especially, and Sneaky Ninja's been a very decent qualifier so far this season. Ivor also very good. But we're going to see what these guys are going to be able to do. But that's an epic lap time from Nas in the Silver Arrow. Apologies with it, as I have a nice little sip of coffee. Dwayne Hoffy coffee. We do like a cup of coffee. We got Jacob coming out. Ivan pops into third with a 104.5 also. So, some of these big boys now are starting to put together some of the lap times. They're putting together the sectors. Obviously 3 DRS zones on this circuit. On the pit straight, on the run down to turn 1, and then on the run down to turn 2, and on the run down to turn 3. So it is going to be interesting when it comes to lap 3. It could just be an absolute slipstream fest, or we could be treated to some epic side-by-side action throughout sector 2, hopefully. We'll get some side-by-side through there into sector 3. That's what we're looking for. Hopefully we will get. As we got Just under 11 minutes to go in qualifying. And no, we got Jacob right now. He's on a lap. We're going to stay on with him. He's got a bit of traffic to deal with. So hopefully these guys will either get out the way. A Sloshy pops in with a 104.2 on provisional pole. I did say, you know, Sloshy will come there eventually. He will get up there eventually. And we will see now if Jacob's going to be able to match him. But obviously a bit of traffic ahead. Not ideal for Jacob. Let's see. Don Silva is in the pits. Ivan is coming into the pits. Nas is on his outlap and Jacob is coming through sector 3. Just got on the run down now to turn 8, but he does back off. I think he's yeah, I think he's given up on our lap. Probably just a bit too much traffic for him. But he's going to go again. Might have been a wily old fox move from Jacob there, just to try and get a little bit of slipstream off the Haas car of Dale. As SJ is going slow, and so is Don Silva. Messi coming into the pits. Ozone, who missed out last week, fortunately for the Toro Rosso lads, you know, B Morgan was able to finish in the points. So a nice little bit of point as we see a little bit of contact made with that polystyrene barrier. Absolutely disintegrating on contact. At least I think it's polystyrene. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Jacob comes into the pits. Dale goes third with a 104.4. So we're getting some very close times right now. We got the Ferrari of Ivan coming back out. Sauber of Sloshy is also out. Let's go into the podcast. Ooh, and a nice little snap on the back end there for Sloshy. Well done on the catch, by the way, lad. Well done, but that could have been qualifying session over for him right there. Of course, the exit of turn 2 is going to be a massive traction zone. The exit of turn 1 is going to be difficult enough as we got Bullet, you know, just chilling in the grass. You know, I think he's had a little bit of an off moment somewhere. And here we go. We're going to stay on board for this lap with Sloshy and see what he can do. Let's get the lap delta up. And the telemetry. He's in overtake mode at the moment. 17.2 first sector. Oh, a massive snap on the back end once again for Sloshy. That is not going to help him out whatsoever. So lock up into turn 3, another little snap on the back end. This is going to be a slower lap, I have a feeling. However, you never know, it might just be a little bit of lag on my end. He might still be going decent. So he comes to the final corner. DRS wide open. And he does go 2 times quicker, so there we go, there we go. We were just on board for the new provisional pole time. Obviously the pole sitter is still the same, but there we go. On board, taking a lap with Sloshy, the man on pole at the moment. But what can this man do about it? Can Jacob do anything about it? Bitterly disappointed he was last week. We're going to see if he can come back and make something happen in this race. So we're going to see as SJH pops up the second with a 104.2, a good lap from him. Get himself right up there with the big boys. I tell you what, it's going to be very close in this top 10 fight. Very close. See what Jacob does. He goes just under a tenth quicker. But I think he was invalidated. Yeah, he hasn't moved up the leaderboard. The time hasn't changed. He must have got that lap invalidated. Absolutely heart-wrenching for the lad. Of course, this track is very easy to invalidate your lap. Very easy, especially through turn 1. It does catch a lot of people out. But who am I expecting to improve on their laps? I'm expecting Jacob to improve. Dale, I think he might have more time out there. But we're going to see what he's going to do. He's on a fresh set of ultras, and that could be invalidation for him. He wasn't going faster anyway, so now we're going to see what he's going to be capable of on this lap. As he's probably having a cool down lap. Everyone in the pits right now apart from Sneaky Ninja, wherever he is, there he is, just coming through the final corner. DRS wide open. What's this going to be? It's going to be an improvement, and he moves up to P5. Great stuff from Sneaky Ninja. I did say he was a very decent qualifier. Unfortunately, it's been kind of mixed in the races for him. Just a little bit mixed fortunes in the races. But he is due a very good performance, I reckon. And Dale is coming into the pits. So we're going to see guys start to flood out of the pits in around about 20 to 1 minute time, to make sure that they are on track at the opportune moment. We're going to ride on board with Rich just to see what kind of lap time is he going to do. He's down in 13th at the moment. Can he improve? That wasn't an improvement from him so far, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. But we got Ivan just starting his lap. What can Ivan do in the Ferrari? That could be an invalidation of his lap already, which would be heartbreaking for him. So we got Jacobs on the super soft tyres. This is an interesting call from him. He might have run out of ultra softs. I mean, it's not a bad shout, but one stop is available either way, whether you're ultras or supers. Let's see what third place Nas, what can he do? So unfortunately, Messi, Baba and Sneaky Ninja will play no further part, and neither will Sloshy. All of them are in the pits and there's only 30 seconds to go, so they'll be taking no further part. Is this going to be a mistake from Sloshy? I don't know, but Nas will have one more crack at it. As James goes third with a 1:04.3. Literally 15 hundredths of a second quicker than Nas. That is nail-bitingly close. Let's see if we got anyone coming close to the line. James retiring from the session. Vallicello, he's got to improve. What can he do? He wants to be up there with his teammate. As Ozone has retired from the session, and so has James. Ozone being knocked down to last, and oh no, Vallicello losing the back end through turn 8. The fast right-hander catching him out, and that's qualifying over for him. So we got Dale and Nas. What can Nas do? He goes second with a 1:04.2. What about Dale? Dale's coming through the third sector right now. Is he going to be on an improvement? Is he going to be able to get up there? And I think he's just coming into the pits. So, Sloshy is on pole position, with Nas alongside him. SJH in the Red Bull. Last week's race winner James in the McLaren going to be starting on the second row. Infinities HD in the Force India. I think he's a new driver. I do believe so. I do believe he may be the new driver. He's going to be starting in 5th alongside Dale on the 3rd row. And we got Ivan, Sneaky Ninja, locking out row number 4. Jacob, who is going to be disappointed with our qualifying session, on the 5th row of the grid with Bullet. Everyone else with free choice of compound. Free choice of tyres. Although it doesn't make a difference, one stop is always going to be possible around here. It's just the nature of this circuit. However, it depends on how you hold your tyres. So we got Sloshy on pole, Nas second, SJH third, James fourth, Infinities 5th, Dale 6th, Ivan 7th, Sneaky Ninja 8th, Jacob 9th, Bullet 10th, Don Silva 11th, Vallicello in 12th, Messi 13th, Rich 14th, Baba in 15th, and bringing up the back of the grid in the Toro Rosso, Ozone. And I think we are in for an absolute belter of a race, as we are getting ready. So it looks like it's clear skies at the moment, but could it change? We've seen changeable conditions already this season, but will we be treated to one again? Only time will tell, as everyone is just perfecting their race strategy, perfecting the amount of fuel that they want in last minute adjustments to the front wing or to the diff. It will really help out on this track. Traction is key on this circuit, especially on the exit of turn 2. So we're waiting now for everyone to just finish up their strategies so we can get started on the formation lap. And here we go on the formation lap, running around. Now normally this would be where I would have the championship table laid out in front of me, so I can tell you the championship as it stands right now going into this race. But unfortunately, my phone is dead, so I cannot do that at this moment in time. But I do believe Sloshy is leading. I'm not sure. I think it might be close between him and Jacob, but I think Sloshy is still leading. Of course, I will let you guys know by the end of the race. But 36 laps of this Red Bull Ring here in Austria. Sloshy is going to be leading them away. In fact, what tyre has everyone outside the top 10 gone with? So we got Don Silva and Vallicello on the Super Softs, Messi on the Ultra Softs, and Rich, Baba and Ozone also on the Super Soft tyres. I do remember some people saying that the rear tyres do overheat quite a bit in this race during their little practice attempts around this circuit. They do mention the tyres are an issue, but we're going to see as everyone forms up on the grid, getting ready for 5 red lights, getting ready to see what is going to go down. And here we go. 5 red lights to round number 9 at the Austrian Grand Prix. Lights out, and we are underway as Sloshy leads them away from NASA. We got a move from the Red Bull and the McLaren. Behind us, a little dive down the inside. Are we going to get any contact? A little bit of wheel banging between the Mercedes and the McLaren of James and Nas. And Nas is just losing positions left, right and centre, dropping all the way back to 5th as we got some side by side. Yeah, the Ferrari has gone down the inside. Is contact collisions. The Ferrari of, I do believe that was Vallicello, down the inside. A little bit too ambitious as we got a sneaky ninja getting past Ivor, and I apologise, I said the wrong name. Baba side by side as Ivor has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for corner cutting and gaining a place. That is not what you want this early in the race as James gets past the Red Bull of SJH, and the Force India is right there. He wants a little piece of this action as well, right at the back end of that Red Bull. But Sloshy is still in first place, and there was a little bit of contact early on in the race, but we're gonna see. I'm not sure if anyone got any serious front wing damage. I presume someone might have lost a small piece here and there, but I don't think any serious end plate damage was done over there. As we got a yellow flag in sector 2, what's that for? As we got Ozone going slow. What's happened to Ozone? Did he just lose the back end? I'm not sure, but we will find out. As Vallicello picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As I said, you know, this circuit, very easy to pick up some penalties as James sets the pace at the moment with a 7.8. DRS is now enabled, so let's see. Can the McLaren get enough speed to get alongside for turn 2? I don't think he will. But let's see what he does on the rundown at the end of the second DRS straight, and Sloshy goes defensive to the inside. Here we go around the outside. James unable to get past this time, but he is gonna stay right behind. He might have a little look down the inside. Oh, he had a little bit of a pop Sloshy leaving the room there, but great racing from these two already. And it's not over yet. This is only just beginning. I can assure you, this is only just beginning as Sloshy goes well off circuit there. As Jacob gets a 3-second time penalty, that's not good for Jacob. As we got the Ferrari of Vallicello having a little look at the Haas. And he gets past him, gets a job done, but let's head back up to the front and see what James is going to do. Is he going to send one up the inside? He's having a little bit of a look. And he's there side by side. DRS will be enabled again. This is James' chance. He's on the inside. Is he just going to squeeze him out, hang him out to dry on the outside? He is, but Sloshy's going to try and get the switchback line. Is he going to be able to get underneath him? He does get underneath him side by side into the heart of Sector 2. But James maintains the lead. Able to defend against Sloshy's undercut, you know, little switchback line underneath him. But SJH and Infinity is right there. Vallicello with another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. You're going to have to watch out, mate. You get too many of them, you could end up with a disqualification, as the Force India was looking to have a little bit of a pounce on the Red Bull. This could be his opportunity now on the run down to turn 2. Now he's going to keep it clean and behind. We're not being treated to many great angles at the moment, are we? But we got a nice one on the back of SJH looking at that Force India. As we got the Red Bull of Jacob going and having a little bit of a battle with Bullet in the other McLaren. And Bullet is going to hold on for the time. We've got a little bit of a gap forming now from Dale to Vallicello, and from Vallicello down to Don Silva, who is literally being hounded by Baba, Ivan and Sneaky Ninja for that last points playing position. A Sneaky Ninja does get past Ivan. I do believe they both lost a fair bit of time having a bit of a scrap there, because I do see that there's a 1.4 second gap from Sneaky Ninja to Baba. But we're going to go back and focus on this scrap at the front of the grid. It's amazing that the top 7 will all have DRS on each other. Fantastic stuff early on to see. As we move on to lap number 7. As once again, I think that Force India, he's debating whether to go for the dive. He is debating, as here goes Sloshy, looking to go around the outside. It's going to be ambitious. He gets the car straightened up a little bit quicker, but I don't think he's got DRS. He hasn't got DRS, and here comes the Red Bull. Will the Red Bull have a little luck? No, he doesn't. That was strange right there. Neither one of the top 2 had DRS there. They must have crossed it at the exact same time. But look at that, the top 4 separated by 1.2 seconds. As here goes the Force India on the Red Bull. Infinities. Sorry, oh my god, what's happened there? What's happened there? James and Sloshy, contact. James. Where's he to? He's all the way back in 12th. I don't believe what we just saw. We got Bullet into the pits, chucking on the soft tyres, probably looking to get an undercut on this train. But what has gone on there as we got the Red Bull with the move on the Mercedes driver. And Infinities is ahead of Sloshy. Sloshy got front wing damage. I'm not sure, but what happened between Sloshy and James? We only just managed to catch the spin from James off Sloshy. We didn't actually catch the initial contact of it. But that is not good for either one of these two. Infinities right now leading the race on lap 8 as we go on to lap 9 as Jacob gets a 3-second time penalty. Nas coming into the pits off those ultra soft tyres. What tyre is he going to go on? He's chucking on a set of super softs. So he is committed to the 2-stop strategy. And here comes James. What tyre is James going to go on? And I believe he's going to chuck on a set of the... Yes, he's chucked on a set of the soft compound tyres. Front wing being changed, so I guess he did have damage. And he's going to try to go to the end of the race. It is possible. It is possible, but it is going to be a long race for James. After the joys of last week, winning his first race in AOR to contact with Sloshy. As we got moves going on behind between the Ferrari of Vallicello and Jacob, and Ferrari of Vallicello almost sent it down the inside of SJH, and that's going to allow Jacob to have a run on him on the run up to turn 2. And they go side by side, banging wheels. And both of them are going to have DRS. Who's going to have the higher front wings? I am not sure. They look pretty even at the moment as Jacob keeps it on the inside of Vallicello. Vallicello is going to have the momentum to send it around the outside. And I think he's got a 4th place lockdown at the moment. But both of these two have got penalties, let's not forget. As Vallicello gets another 3-second time penalty, you know, just to say as SJH has lost a bit of time and he's gone. He's absolutely lost the back end into his teammate and Dale. He's got to get a new front wing on there. As we move on to lap 11 of 36. These ultra soft tyres are going to be coming towards the end of their life. So we're going to start to see the ultra soft runners jumping into the pits. I mean, you can stretch them to about lap 13. But if you're not particularly great on your tyres, now would be a good time for you to bail off into the pits. We got Ivan and Rich having a little bit of a battle. We've got Vallicello getting past Infinities. And Jacob gets past him as well. Baba gets past Dale. What's happened to Dale? Dale's got front wing damage. Sloshy is back into the lead of this race. But here comes Infinities on Jacob. Around the outside he'll go. He'll get past him before the corner. And job done for Infinities as Dale, Sneaky Ninja and Ivan peels off into the pits. And we'll see what tyres they all decide to go on. Looks like soft tyres for Sneaky Ninja and Dale, and on Ivan as well. So we're going back to this fight for third place at the moment between Jacob and Infinities. So we're going to see if Jacob can get the job done and pull away against the Force India driver of Infinities HD. As Sloshy has come into the pits, Valacello will continue on his super soft tyres. Jacob peels off into the pits as well. Infinities will try to go for the overcut. Valacello with another 3-second time penalty. That's not great for him. So pretty much everyone who started on the ultra soft tyres, apart from Infinities, has come into the pits. Now, how much traffic is everyone going to come out in? So the Red Bulls come out side by side, line astern, with each other, which is going to be an interesting battle between them. Sloshy just up the road, and Bullet, if he's going to the end of the race, he has undercut these guys, but I don't know how long those tyres those tyres will last him. I know they can go to the end of the race, but I don't know how much they're going to be affected by the end of the race, as we've got Infinities coming into the pits. So where is Sloshy? Sloshy is coming around the final corner. The Red Bull of SJH right behind him. They both get past Infinities. The overcut hasn't worked for him. And here goes SJ with DRS. Wide open. Infinities right behind Jacob. So we can see two moves being done as Sloshy and SJH go side by side. SJH gets the move done down the inside, but Sloshy will have DRS to try and come back at him. I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough. And no, he is not. So let's have a look at the super soft runners at the front. We got Valacello leading by 4.5 seconds to Don Silva, as Baba comes into the pits, the first of these super soft runners to come into the pits, and he pits on lap 15. And we got Nas, who is on the two-stop strategy. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen with Nas, because he is going to drop behind some of these guys behind him. But can he get a good enough gap for the time being to make that last stint more enjoyable for him? Because he will have to overtake to get position. And he is right on the back of Rich, who hasn't stopped yet. And we got this four-way scrap right now from what should be the front running pack. Obviously we got Bullet just up the road a bit. He's going to want these guys to start battling, and I'm going to show you that's exactly what these guys are going to do. Both Red Bulls of SJH and Jacob, as Jacob is having a little bit of a look on Sloshy. And we got Don Silva and Valacello into the pits. Remember, Valacello had a 5-second stop-go penalty. Or was that Ivan? It was one of the Ferraris, I know that much. I mean, so much has happened since then. It's kind of hard to keep up, as SJH gets a 3-second time penalty for his troubles. Not going to help him out at all. And here goes Sloshy down the inside. Is he going to be able to get the move done? He has got past him. Here we go, looking on the back of that Sauber. SJH around the outside of Sloshy. Sauber versus Red Bull. As we come through Sector 2. Sloshy hangs around the outside. We're at the second split right now. Sloshy maintains position. But SJH will have DRS. His teammate will be right behind him, and so will Infinities. This is going to be a great scrap. A great scrap. As Rich does come into the pits, which releases Nas right now, who is leading the race on a two-stop strategy. So now we're going to keep an eye on that gap between Nas and Bullet. Because at the moment, 7.7 seconds, 7.8, let's say. It's going to be interesting as we got Jacob and Infinities trading positions back and forth. Both of these guys want to have a little go. Jacob tries to cover the inside, and I'm not sure if that's a screen glitch on the tyres, or whether he is actually on the super soft tyres. As Jacob goes deep, he goes onto the gravel slightly, so that's going to compromise him. And here goes Infinities down the inside, around the outside, side by side on the run down to turn 8, and Infinities is ahead. And Sloshy is starting to pull away from SJH, and he's starting to close in on Bullet. As Jacob gets another 3-second time penalty. I mean, at the moment, there's so many penalties going on. Some of these guys, they gotta be nervous about a disqualification at this point. Especially Vallicello and Jacob. Now with Sloshy getting clear of SJH, we're going to keep an eye on this little battle for 4th place between SJ, Infinities and Jacob. Vallicello gets another 3-second time penalty. And here we go, DRS wide open. That's just going to help Infinities set it up. A good run out of turn 1, and he could have a little bit of a pop. And here he goes down the inside. No, he tucks it back. He had a little bit of a luck though. And Vallicello and Don Silva are going side by side. Don Silva losing a position to Vallicello, but head back up to have a little bit of a luck, and no moves being made there. James, after that spin, what's going on with him? We got Don Silva, Vallicello going side by side. Great stuff. Great stuff we're seeing right now. There's a lot of close racing, a lot of side by side action, and that is what we like to see. As we got Messi, who is in the pits, chucking on a set of soft tyres. Ozone gets a 3-second time penalty. Not what he wants, but you know, he's 37 seconds behind the car ahead of him. So, you know, I mean, he might be thinking his race is pretty much over with, as we got Bullet getting a time penalty, and Nas is losing time to Bullet. Bullet is catching. So this is not good for Nas, because at this point he will be coming out of the pits around about P8, P9, let's say. Around that area. Potentially he could be outside the points, with it all to do on the final set of tyres that he decides to go on. I'm not sure. He may decide to chuck on another set of super soft tyres, or he may try and stretch these out and go for a set of ultras. I doubt it, mind, but super softs would be the better choice in my opinion. We're gonna see what he's gonna do. As we got Infinities getting close to SJH. Is he gonna get past? No, he's gonna think a little bit better. He's got a good run though. He's got the traction. He's got a great run on SJ, and he's gonna get past him before the corner even happens. Will SJ try to send it back down the inside? No, he's gonna look for the better exit. He's gonna try to get the traction down, and he's gonna have a little look on the run down to turn 3. And a big lock up from SJH. Tried to have a little look down the inside, but I think I might have just cost him a little bit more time than what he wanted. So will that mean that Infinities is now able to just pull away? I'm not sure. As we got Baba and Sneaky Ninja pretty close to each other on track for the final points playing position. James, after that spin early on, he is trying to get back into the points. We're going to see if he can though, as Jacob gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I mean, I don't know what's going on right now. Jacob and Vallicello have got to be nearing disqualification. I mean, they've had a fair few warnings against them, a fair few penalties against them. They got to be nearing it. As SJ sticks to the back of Infinities for 4th place, and Nas has once again got that gap to Bullet up to about 6 seconds. But is this Nas coming into the pits? It is. Nas is coming into the pits. So this will be interesting. Where is he going to funnel out to? And here he goes. He's out of the pits. He is going to drop behind. Going to drop behind the Renault. I believe Dale's going to get ahead of him as well. Yeah, he comes out in P9. Absolutely brilliant guesswork, Mike. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Pat on the back. Pat on the back for that. I mean, I called P9. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. But he is going to be on the fresh, super soft tyres for the end of the race. Now, what was that yellow flag for? Probably ozone line people through, as he has been lapped. And here goes Nas on those fresh, super soft tyres. Is he going to be able to get the job done? No. Let's have a little look at the battles up ahead. Infinities is now closing down on Sloshy, and Sloshy is closing in on Bullet. Ladies and gentlemen, we still got pretty much a 5-way scrap for the win. I say pretty much a 5-way scrap. I mean, we know Jacob's got a fair few penalties against him. Bullet, we know, has a penalty against him. SJH, I believe, has a penalty, and I'm not sure if Sloshy does as well. So Infinities at the moment could be sitting kind of pretty for the race win. But we don't want to see the race decided by penalties. We want to see the race decided by pure overtaking and pure pace. That's what we want to see. And we want to be treated to a show. So this little 5-way scrap is going to be entertaining. As we got Bullet leading the way, Sloshy in second, Infinities third, SJH in fourth, and Jacob in fifth. And Vallicello picks up another 3-second time penalty. I've said it already. Disqualification's got to be coming close to these guys as Nas is setting the pace. He is going to be able to catch. He's going to get past Don Silva soon, I reckon. Vallicello is a couple of seconds further up the road, but Vallicello is only about 2 seconds off the back of the fight between the Red Bulls. As we got Infinities and Sloshy getting very close with each other. Are we going to see any kind of move at the moment at the end of Sector 2? No moves. I mean, Bullet's got to be looking back thinking, yes, fight. Please, please give me a break. As we move on to lap 26 of 36. Guys, let me know in the comments who you think is going to win. It's a very close fight at the moment as we got Infinities and Soshi going side by side. Here we go. Down the inside, will Infinity go? Yes, he does. Down the inside, but he doesn't get quite done. And I think he's lost traction. And here goes the Red Bull. The Red Bull of SJ. Side by side with Infinities. He's going to try and hang it around the back. Hang it around the outside. A little bit of a cut back underneath. Almost actually making contact with his teammate. This is going to be very close racing from these guys. One wrong move. One little corner where you go in a bit too deep. I was going to say something else, but one little my mind just froze. My mind froze, but you know, it's I can't help it. And we're watching great racing as Vallicello goes off circuit again, but he is closing in on this fight as well, and Nas has cleared the Renault of Don Silva. Nas is going to be closing in on this fight also. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 laps to go. We are in for a treat. Let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win? Because it's going to be an absolute belter. And Jacob tries to send one down the inside of SJH. Jacob, I don't know if Jacob and SJH are going to be in a party with each other, but surely SJH is not going to be happy with Jacob trying to ruin his race like that. Come on, Red Bull, you got to work together. Multi 21 lads. As we got Infinities still on the back of Sloshy. Sloshy not too far away from Bullet. He is inside DRS. And this is where the pressure will come on the Bullet now. DRS wide open. This is just going to bring him closer to him. A good run out of there as Bullet, I think, lost the back end on the exit. Vallicello gets past Jacob behind. But this could be the move for the lead as Ivan's retired from the race. What's happened to Ivan? And Bullet's gone deep, and you go Sloshy with the switchback line. DRS. And surely Sloshy is going to be able to get past. Yes, he does. Down the inside. Is that going to open the door for Infinities? No, it's not. But somehow, through that, Vallicello has also got past Jacob. And, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 seconds behind him. He can see him. He can see him. He can smell him. Nas is hunting him down as Vallicello gets past the other Red Bull of SJH. Vallicello is flying right now. It's a shame though that he's got about 10 million seconds worth of penalties. It is a shame because this is the kind of disqualified. Vallicello has been disqualified from the session. We said he wasn't going to be too far away from disqualification. I mean, Jacob's got to be nearing disqualification as well. Ivan is out of the race also. But here we go. Red Bull side by side. Infinities does get past Bullet for second place. And SJ able to keep it ahead of Jacob for the time being. So it has absolutely all kicked off. It has all kicked off and Bullet has just lost the back end. And that's probably going to drop him into the danger region where SJ could have DRS on him. But you know, at the moment, lap 30 of 36, 7 laps to go. We got Sloshy leading the way, Infinities in second, Bullet in third, but he is losing the back end all over the place. 22 laps on those soft tyres. I mean, we did say earlier in the race, we don't know what kind of shape those tyres are going to be in towards the latter stages. And we are beginning to find out as Ozone gets a 3-second time penalty as Valachel leaves the session, and I'm not surprised. You don't want to see anyone get disqualified from a session, but ladies and gentlemen, we knew it was going to happen. We saw the amount of times Valachel's name popped up with a penalty. We knew it was going to happen eventually. Jacob has got to be nearing disqualification as well, so he's got to try and keep it as clean as possible. Nas is now on the back of this little train. That is the fight for the podium right now. 4 cars battling out. Bullet, SJH, Jacob and Nas battling out for the final spot on the podium. And we got Infinities getting closer and closer to Sloshy for the race lead. Will this be a move down the inside? No, it won't. He's going to keep it behind. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not sure if that's just a tyre graphic glitch, but for me, it's saying Infinities is on the soft tyres, and on screen is saying he is on the super soft tyres. But and there goes Nas down the inside of both Red Bulls. Unbelievable move from Nas. He is wasting no time down the inside of both Red Bulls. Fantastic, and SJ is going to fight him. He is going to fight him. He's pushed him off wide, and unbelievable. Nas forced off the circuit, and he is going to be fuming about that. He is going to be fuming about that. Squeezed completely off circuit into the gravel, losing the back end, and I am glad that we caught that on stream, because that could be something that needs to be taken to the stewards later on, as SJ is having a little look at Bullet, but he does cut the corner and get a 3-second time penalty for it. So to my knowledge, Bullet has got a 3-second time penalty, and so has SJH now. Jacob has multiple penalties. Infinities, is he going to make a move? No, he's not. Will SJH? No. I mean, you got a feel for Nas. I mean, his strategy, I reckon, could have got him third. He could have definitely got third. I mean, the win might have been a little bit out of reach. He was in with a chance, though. And unfortunately, a side-by-side with action with SJH, and Bullet gets another 3-second time penalty. That's going to be crucial in this fight, as Sloshy has lost the lead as Infinities gets past him into turn 1. And here we go. Can Infinities get clear? Can he pull away from Sloshy? I am not sure. The battle for the race win is still on. The battle for third has just begun, as Bullet now loses 2 positions to both of the Red Bulls. And Jacob goes down the inside of his teammate. Is he going to be able to make the move stick? No, he's not. SJH able to hang it around the outside and make that work. But it does seem that these Red Bulls are looking racy, especially with each other. But if they carry on holding each other up like this, Don Silva is closing in. And so is Dale. And to my knowledge, Don Silva hasn't got a penalty yet. Every single one of these people by here, SJ, Jacob, and Bullet, as Bullet and... Oh, sorry, Jacob and SJ go side by side. Jacob getting past SJH for third place. But to my knowledge, Don Silva hasn't got a penalty. And also, I'm not sure if Dale's got a penalty. As SJ goes a little bit deep. Nas does get back into the points. So at least he's going to take points out of this. But he was on for the podium at least. He could have challenged for the race win at the end. But he was definitely on for a podium. And there goes Dom past Bullet. What's wrong with Bullet? Ladies and gentlemen, Bullet has a puncher. Unbelievable. Bullet with a puncher. Which tyre is it? Which tyre? I'm not sure. I do believe it is the left rear that has given way, but unfortunate for Bullet, his tyres have completely gone. 26 laps. So James could be in danger as well. Infinities has now pulled out of DRS. Infinities is looking quite comfortable at the moment. And Don Silva up into 4th place. And like I said, I don't think Don Silva's got a penalty, which means he could inherit the last step on the podium. Which will be fantastic for Don Silva. Now I'm not sure. I do know that Sloshy has 1 penalty at least. I don't think he's got any more than 1. So, I mean, Don Silva could be in with a chance of... as Infinities gets a time penalty. So I do believe Don Silva is within a chance of 2nd place. SJH, I don't know what happened to him, but he's dropped all the way back to 8th. Maybe his tyres are starting to go. As we are on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Infinities is currently leading. Sloshy in 2nd, Jacob 3rd, Don Silva 4th, Dale 5th, Baba 6th, Sneaky Ninja in 7th. Nas is up into 8th. Rich in 9th. James goes off. And I think he's got a puncher. James has got a puncher. So both McLarens at the end of the race getting punchers. And I'm not sure if SJ has got a puncher. But nevertheless, Infinities crosses the line in 1st place. Sloshy in 2nd. Jacob 3rd. Don Silva, though, will inherit 2nd place. And Sloshy won't even finish on the podium. Baba will get 3rd place. Dale does have a penalty. Unbelievable. So we got Infinities, Don Silva, Baba on the podium. SJH. What could have been 3rd place comes across the line in what I think will be 10th place, because James is crawling across the line. Bullet, unfortunate, you know, he was up there fighting for such a long time. So there we have it. An unbelievable race. No rain, no... Thank God, but you know, when it rains now, we get treated to an absolute spectacle of a race. But this one was dry and it was close. This has got to be the closest race that we've had so far this season. And Infinities is the man on the top step of the podium. And Don Silva in second place, with Baba in third to complete the podium. Unbelievable. So we got Infinities, the race winner, Don Silva second, Baba third, Dale fourth, Sloshy fifth, Sneaky Ninja sixth, Nas in seventh. What could have been for Nas? Jacob eighth, Rich ninth, SJH in 10th, James in 11th, Bullet in 12th, Messi in 13th, Ozone in 14th, and Ivan, who did not finish the race, he crashed out, and Vallicello, who got disqualified. So both Ferraris having an absolute shocker here today. And unbelievable race. Now, usually this would be where I would invite people into the party for an interview, but unfortunately I have got to shoot off, so there will be no podium interviews today. All I can say is congratulations to the race winner, Infinities, in the Force India. Congratulations to Don Silva on the second place, and Baba in the Williams for third place. Congratulations to the podium winners, and thank you guys for joining me to view, to watch, to absolutely love the racing that we have seen here today. So, thank you all, and we'll catch you next week, I think. I'm not sure, I'll have to check whether it's next week or whether we have a week break, but whatever, the next race will be Britain? I think Britain. I'm not sure, but we'll catch you in the next race. I have been your commentator, IvorBrynMike, aka Ivor Reacts, and we shall catch you at the next race for AOR. This has been a fantastic Grand Prix. So we'll catch you then. Goodbye.